Hello, everyone. In this video, we will show you what is SKYVVA CDC and how to use it. Salesforce Change Data Capture, CDC, is a powerful tool for tracking every insert, update, or delete across your sObjects. But SKYVVA takes this a step further by optimizing it for high-volume enterprise needs. While standard streaming tools focus on immediate, single-record alerts that can overwhelm your systems, the SKYVVA advantage lies in its asynchronous change pointer mechanism. This system intelligently collects data changes in the background first, giving you the flexibility to schedule bulk exports on your own terms, whether that's every 5, 10, or 30 minutes, ensuring your data moves efficiently without the constant pressure of forced real-time processing. When should you deploy change data control? Use it whenever you need to capture every single data change in Salesforce without disrupting your daily business flow. Unlike standard tools, SKYVVA CDC breaks the process into 2 smart steps: change data detection, CDD, and change data transfer, CDT. The CDD consists of 2 components. Asynchronous, SKYVVA CDD Job, the heavy lifter. This is a scheduled job that handles complex, multi-level data, such as an order plus all its line items, as a single, complete package. Real-time Salesforce CDC or trigger. Best for immediate alerts. While fast, it is generally limited to single records and does not inherently process nested data structures. Next, the data from both detection methods are sent to the change pointer table, storage object. This acts as a repository where detected changes are stored before being transmitted. To send records out, you can either process them manually or let the CDT scheduler take over. The scheduler picks up these records and delivers them to external systems via connectors like REST, SOAP, and more. By leveraging parallel processing, including future, queuable, and batch modes, CDT ensures that high-volume data moves with maximum priority and zero bottlenecks. Now, let's start. Navigate to the existing integration since we have already created an outbound interface. In the interface, the source name contains account object. Link it with a message type. Set the outbound direction. For the data send mode field, it has 2 pick lists for sending the CP records. All fields means send all fields based on mapping, query, and changed fields means send only fields whose value is changed. Then scroll down to the SKYVVA CDC settings section. Tick the Use SKYVVA Outbound Scheduler. This flag is used for CDC processing. When you check this flag, it means that you activate the CDC processing. It activates both CDD and CDT. You can set an interface for running only CDD or CDT at some time. CDC mode only. This field is used for separating the process of CDD and CDT. Follow flag Use SKYVVA Outbound Scheduler. Select CDD to run only CDD for the interface, or select CDT to run only CDT. Select None to run both CDD and CDT at the same time. You can select the picklist value to specify the runtime. CDT Worker Query Limit. This field is used to define the number of query records. When the CDT worker runs, the start method will query the record to send out. If it is too much, we will run into a CPU timeout. Set this field to an appropriate value so that you don't get any errors. Agent or CDD scheduler last run is obsolete now. No need to check this flag for defining the change data anymore. The interface control runtimes for the last run date are created automatically by the CDD scheduler. Once you have configured these settings, click Save the interface. Now, click on the Open Mapping button. On the Mapping tool, we have to map some fields. This function allows you to drag and drop the field you want. After mapping some fields, click Save the mapping. We are using an existing adapter, specifically the REST adapter, to send record changes to the WireMock API. Simply link the adapter to the interface. Navigate to the integration detail. click on the CDC control board. On the screen, you will find 8 tabs available, which are Change Pointer, Interfaces, Interface Group, Queues, Monitor, Scheduler, Alert, and Log. Each tab has different functions and displays things related to CDC. Change Pointer is a table that stores change pointer records. To monitor Change Pointer, just simply go to the Change Pointer tab. Filter the integration name, interface name, and the status of the record you want to display. Click on the Search button. The result will display according to the status you set. For the button CP Query Editor, that button is used to create change pointer records manually. It looks like the Query Editor button is on the interface. You can select the field to generate the query statement. When you click Execute SOQL, you will see the records on the table as below. You can select those records and click on the button Create CP Records and Copy, or Copy to Application ID. After clicking on the Create CP Records and Copy, click the Search button and it will display the column as shown below. While Clear sObject ID button, all the application IDs will be cleared after you click this button. We have 4 more buttons: Select All, Deselect All, Send, and Delete Change Records. The Interface tab displays only interfaces that have the flag Use SKYVVA Outbound Schedule set. This tab displays the interfaces that are stored in an integration. You can easily check or monitor them. If you land on the CDC control board, just simply click on the Interface tab, and then you will see all the interfaces. However, this tab is not editable like the Interface tab in the Integration Detail page. An interface group is a unit within the group where logical interfaces come together. For example, you can group interfaces that are cognate to each other, example, account and contact, into one interface group. This tab is used to display the interface group. This tab displays the CDC queues, and you can search queues by different filters like interface group, interface name, and status. Queues inherit the priority from their interface group. The queue status has worker, running, failed, hold, and stop by admin. Monitor tab. This tab displays the message monitoring after processing the records. The Scheduler tab displays several available schedulers, including Change Data Detection, CDD, Change Data Transfer, CDT, and Change Data Transfer SKYVVA Default IG Outbound for interface groups. From this tab, you can configure the timing, start the schedule, or refresh the status. Note: any manually created interface groups will automatically appear in the Scheduler tab. The Alert tab. This Alert tab is used for monitoring the CDC table. If the threshold from the Alert tab is smaller than the CDC table value, a notify email will be sent to the assigned alert channels. The Log tab. This tab displays the log level status while processing the interface in the integration. So now, navigate to the Scheduler tab to start the scheduler. Configure the execution time based on your requirements on the CDD scheduler. Then click Start Scheduler. As shown on the screen, we have included key columns such as submitted time, started time, and next scheduler run to help you monitor the process easily. Then, go to Create the records. You use any function to create, update, or delete records. In this case, We are using Postman with V4 Integrate to push the records to the account object. After click Send, we got the success status. So now we have posted data to Salesforce completely through SKYVVA V4 API. If you do any translation on the account object, the CDD scheduler will detect the change and create a CP record to be stored in the CDC control board. Click on Change Pointer tab, then click Search, and you will see the CP records here. So in the tab, you can process the CP records manual by clicking the Send button or running the CDT scheduler. Select a record, then click on Send. While clicking Send, it has two options to send manually. Option 1. Send all fields based on mapping. Note that not all fields on the interface SOQL statement will be sent, only what you have mapped. Option 2. Send only the changed field. Make sure to have the Apex trigger running to create the changed data into the SKYVVA Change Data table. Select Option 1 and click Reprocess. After processing is completed, navigate to the Monitor tab to view the message. You will observe an API message and the business message as the hierarchical level with green status. Click on the message detail. On the message detail page, you can check the message status. The business message includes comments and request data, where you can view the specific data values. Navigate to WireMock to view the records that have been sent. You can see the records transmitted from the CDC control board via the REST adapter here. Here is the JSON payload that get from the processing CP record. So now go ahead and start the CDT scheduler to send the CP records to the external system. Configure the execution time based on your requirements. Then click Start Scheduler. As shown on the screen, we have included key columns such as submitted time, started time, and next scheduler run to help you monitor the process easily. After the time execution, navigate to the Apex job and you will see the CP records being processed by using parallel processing, including future, queuable, and batch modes. After job processing is completed, navigate to the Monitor tab to view the message. You will observe an API message and the business message. Navigate to WireMock to view the records that have been sent. You can see the records transmitted from the CDC control board via the REST adapter here. Here is the JSON payload. Currently, we have started the CDD scheduler again to collect the change records. In the above case, we show you the created account records. The old CP records have been processed already, so there are no CP records anymore. Now go to Account Object. Then updated an account record. After update successfully, go to Change Pointer. Here is the CP record while we update an account name Test801. So you just started the CDT scheduler for the process that records. CDD identifies record changes while CDT processes them. Once both schedulers are started, they work in tandem to synchronize records for your configured objects. Currently, we show you how to get the CP record while deleting the record. It needs some keyword to capture the records that have been deleted. Edit the interface to input with the all rows keyword in the SOQL query statement, and you can fetch the deleted records in the recycle bin as well. Navigate to delete the account records. We deleted the account name test78. After being deleted already, go to Change Pointer. Here are the records that we have deleted. After the CDT scheduler gets the time execution, it will process those CP records. Navigate to the Monitor tab to view the message. This message while we update the account name test801. Those message while we deleted the account name test79 and test78. Navigate to WireMock to view the records that have been sent. You can see the records transmitted from the CDC control board via the REST adapter here. Here is the JSON payload while deleted account name test79. And this is the account name test78 that has been deleted. For this is the account name test801 that has been updated. You've already seen that asynchronous collection takes time and involves some delay. To solve this, we'll now demonstrate real-time data collection using a trigger. Navigate to the interface settings and set the data send mode to change fields. In this case, we sent only the field that has changed. Then scroll down to enable the SKYVVA outbound scheduler. And set the mode to CDT. Because the CP records are created by the trigger, the interface's role is strictly to handle the data transfer to your external system. Next, create the trigger by navigating to the SKYVVA trigger page. For the trigger type, select Apex Trigger CDC, create change pointer or change data. Under Trigger Event, check After Update, then select the appropriate integration, Interface, and Object. Finally, click Generate Script to create the code. Here is the trigger code you can copy to the account object. Navigate to the account object in the Object Manager. And select the Triggers tab. Click New to initiate a new Apex trigger. Next, paste the script previously generated by the SKYVVA trigger tool. And click Save. Now that the trigger has been created, then go to change the account records. You use any function to update records. In this case, we are using Postman with v4 integration to push the records to the account object. Then click Send. We got the success status with the modification of the account. So navigate to the CDC control board and select the interface. Then click Search, and you will see the CP records here. So in the tab, you can process the CP records manual by clicking the Send button or running the CDT scheduler. So now go ahead and start the CDT scheduler to send the CP records to the external system. Configure the execution time based on your requirements. Then click Start Scheduler. After the time execution, navigate to the Apex job, and you will see the CP records being processed by using parallel processing, including future, queuable, and batch modes. After job processing is completed, navigate to the Monitor tab to view the message. Looking at the interface trigger, you will observe an API message and the business message. Click on the message detail. On the message detail page, you can check the message status. The business message includes comments and request data, where you can view the specific data values. Because we only updated the sum field using API v4, the records were sent with only that field included. Navigate to WireMock to view the records that have been sent. You can see the records transmitted from the CDC control board via the REST adapter here. Here is the JSON payload. The payload reflects only the changed fields on the account records. To summarize, in this video, we demonstrated what SKYVVA CDC is and how to use it effectively. We explored the CDC control board, walked through an example of capturing and processing change pointer, CP, records, and explained the roles of the CDD and CDT schedulers. Finally, we demonstrated how to collect change records in real time via a trigger and send them out using the CDT scheduler. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.